In the finance world, we have a term for spending money on assets that guarantee a negative return. We call it burning capital. But in the golf world, I call it the stupid tax. Every year, golfers voluntarily pay a tax to the big manufacturers for gear that provide absolutely zero return on investment for the actual score. I've crunched the numbers, and today I'm performing a forensic audit on the golf industry. I'm going to show you the 5 biggest liabilities in the amateur golfer's bag. And here's my promise to you. If you cut these 5 expenses, I can save you over £800 this season alone, while actually lowering your handicap. Welcome back to the Frugal Golfer. I'm Sasha. I'm a finance consultant by trade and a golfer by passion. My job is to help you build wealth and a better golf game by stripping away the marketing fluff and looking just at the raw numbers. So today we are auditing your spending habits, and it might be an eye-opener for some. Let's look at liability number 1, the premium ball trap. Specifically, high handicappers buying tour-level balls like the Pro V1 or the TB5. Now notice, I'm not holding a box of Pro V1s right now. Why? Because at £4.50 a ball, that is a terrible asset allocation for my skill level, and likely yours too. Let's look at the economics. If you are a mid to high handicapper, you likely lose between 2 to 4 balls a round. If you play 20 rounds a year and you're playing premium balls, you are essentially throwing away about £200 into the woods and lakes on an annual basis. But here is the stupid tax element. You are paying a premium price for performance you can't access. Unless your swing speed is over 100 miles per hour, you likely aren't compressing that tour ball enough to get the benefits it was designed for. In consulting terms, this is equivalent to buying a Ferrari and drive it at 20 miles per hour. So verdict, sell. Switch to a 2-piece softball instead, or a direct-to-consumer brand. You'll save 50% immediately, and the softer feel might actually help you putting. Check out the links in the description below for balls I use. But if you think wasting money on balls is bad, this next item is the single fastest depreciating asset you can own. Liability number 2, the brand new current year driver. You see ads everywhere. 10K MOI, AI Smart Face, Carbon Twists. It sounds amazing. But let's look at the balance sheet. A new flagship driver today costs roughly £550 to £650. And don't get me started if suddenly you get fitted for a premium shaft. Anyway, the moment you peel the plastic off that head, it loses about 40% of its resale value. That is a steeper crash than a luxury car. But does it perform? The legal limit for how springy a driver face can be, known as COR, has been capped by the golfing bodies over a decade. That means a 2026 driver and a 2021 driver on a perfect center strike go virtually the same distance. Forgiveness can be better on off-center strikes, but if you buy the new one for distance only, you are paying roughly £300 extra just for marketing and financing the Tour Pro sponsorships. Verdict, hard pass. Treat your driver like a used car. Let someone else pay the depreciation. Instead, buy a model that is 2 to 3 years old in mint condition or new. The ROI per yard is significantly higher. Now those two are the first common mistake, but the next one, that is pure vanity. Liability number 3, the Tour Spec wedge set. I see so many 18 handicappers carrying 3 or 4 specialty wedges, a 48, a 52, a 56 and a 60 degree, usually costing £160 each or more. That is a £600 investment in club that require the highest level of precision to use effectively. As an auditor, I look at operational risk. The risk of you sculling that 60-degree wedge over the green is extremely high. You are paying top dollar to bring a double bogey into play. Most amateurs would score better chipping with a simple pitching wedge that matches their iron set. Verdict: simplify. Don't buy the expensive wedges until you can break 80 on a consistent basis. Stick to a single sand wedge that offers forgiveness and just learn to master it. It's cheaper and it lowers your score. Now, before we get to the biggest scam on the list, I want to ask you a question. Do you want me to audit your specific bag? Make sure you're subscribed right now. I'm planning a subscriber audit series soon, where I rate your setup. Drop a comment below with your current driver and what you paid for it. I also want to see the data. Okay, back to the audit now. Liability number 4. This one drives me crazy. The quick fix training aid. We have all been there. It's 11 p.m., you played bad and you're scrolling online. You see a gadget that promises to fix your slice instantly for £40. This is what we call a distressed purchase. You aren't buying a tool, you are buying hope. The vast majority of these plastic gadgets end up in what I call the garage graveyard. You use them twice, they feel awkward, and they never see the light of day again. That is 100% loss of capital. So verdict: avoid. If you do have £50 to spend on your swing, do not buy plastic. Buy a tripod for your phone and film your swing, or pay for a lesson. The ROI on knowledge compounds just like interest. The ROI on plastic is 0. And finally, liability number 5, the most pervasive tax of all, the apparel inflation. Why are you paying £85 for a polyester polo shirt just because it has a tiny logo on the chest? Unless that brand is writing you a check to wear it, you are paying them for the privilege of being their billboard. From a material standpoint, the difference between a high-end golf polo and a generic athletic polo from Uniqlo, Costco, or Amazon is negligible. It's all just moisture-wicking synthetic fabric. The only difference is the profit margin of the manufacturers. So verdict: go budget. Your shirt does not know what your handicap is. It does not help you swing faster. Stop overcapitalizing your wardrobe and start shopping the sales. So let's summarize the audit. If you avoid the premium balls, buy a used driver, skip the gadgets, simplify your wedges, and buy generic or on sale clothes, you have just freed roughly £800 of cash flow this year. Now, a bad consultant would tell you to just save that money, but a good consultant tells you where to reinvest it. So take that £800, spend £300 on a block of lessons with a good pro. Spend £200 on range balls to practice and ingrain what you learned, and put the other £300 into an index fund to finance your golf addiction in the future. Or hey, maybe a nice weekend golf trip with your mates. Because memories, those are an asset that actually appreciates. If you enjoyed this audit, you need to watch this video next. I went through something similar with the latest drivers release for this year, and the result might annoy the big brands. Thanks for tuning in, and see you in the next one. Class dismissed.